Everybody, what's up? How y'all doing? EXP here. My cat right down here next to me, pulling all of his hair out. Awesome. He's trying to emulate me. Anyway, how y'all doing? I ain't done a video in a while. Well, I did some chemtrail videos. Uh, it's been bad, bad. They didn't spray yesterday, but they're spraying again today up high. Anyway, hope everybody's doing okay. I watched a few videos. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'm going to have to put some music on here. Um, let's see. Eric Holder stepping down. What's he, retiring? Resigning? Escaping prison? What? What's going on? This guy shouldn't be allowed to just walk away from his crimes. What a joke. Wait till they replace him with another treasonous piece of shit. Um, Sad. It's a sad state of affairs in this country and in the world. Really, really sad. And I have come to terms with everything, I believe. Try to move this. Bear with me, guys. I don't know what the heck I'm really doing here. But anyway, it's been a couple years now that I've been awake, and I'm awake to everything. Everything. I mean, I still learn stuff every day, but I know all the bullshit and all the fraud and all the propaganda tricks and the media and the lies and the deceit and the false flag events and the hoaxes and it's all bullshit. It just call it bullshit. It's all bullshit. And this is what's happened to, I know the whole world, but I'm really, I care about everybody, but we got our own problems here in this country, I mean, we got our own problems in our own fucking homes. And we're worried about other countries and shit, fuck that. Fuck that. And if, the whole thing, this whole ISIS thing, you got Judge Jeannie. Oh, she's on Fox, so she's real, right? Oh, now she's saying, be scared, man. Oh, ISIS is here. They're going to get you. Fuck that. Fuck you, Judge Jeannie. And fuck anybody who thinks there's ISIS per se. It's just another fucking made for TV terrorist cell like Al Qaeda. Like they made it up, I mean, over in these other countries, there are extreme people, Muslims, Islam, or whatever the fuck, and it's always in the name of a god. But how fucked up is that? You cut people's heads off. Those videos that came out on, the three head cuttings with the orange, doing the orange suit, the terrorist, it's so fake, it's stupid. Okay, so it's like the boy who cried wolf. They come out and say it's all, propaganda, and you're all getting yanked off the internet, and nothing happens. Nobody learns a lesson. Nobody goes, oh, wow, they faked that, so, well, they don't think about 9/11. I mean, there's still all kinds of people who don't fucking know or even care or question. It's a sad world. You can't be wrapped up in all this stuff all the time, but I don't know how you can go. There's no way I'm going back to living the way I used to live, just fucking dumb to all what's going on around us. When it really matters, when we have kids, if you really do care about the future in this country for real, and I care about other people, but if you're a fucking stupid idiot and you don't want to fucking listen to reason, on your way and go on to the next fucking mall and talk about your robotic vacuum machines. Man, I just went to the store a little while ago. I had to go out and pick up a check and go to the bank, and I just grabbed a salad. at Deerbergs, and I mean, it's just it's you can't even drive anywhere. It's disgusting out. I mean, albeit it was right around lunchtime, but it's out of control. What's it gonna be like another 5 years, 10 years? More people born into this world who are ignorant to the real truth or whatever, and they're just turned into automatic slaves to this system. All this stuff we're doing is important because one day, the internet could be gone, but people are downloading these, and this is truth. And I don't know, it's scary. It's really fucking scary. I ain't scared of no ISIS or Al Qaeda because it's all bullshit. They arm a few people over in these countries and they call them our Fed Gov does, and it's who knows, mercenaries, CIA, FBI. It's a fucking it's crazy, but there really are beheadings, not those, not by these fake things. I've seen the real videos. Yeah, it's disturbing as fuck. And then when they take your fucking head and try and spin it off the end because the little knife won't cut through your fucking bone or your neck, just like you do with a fucking deer or a fucking squirrel, whatever. It's disgusting. Start out with just a slice, and then and so yeah, they do use little knives just to be more brutal. But that whole thing is fake as fuck and stupid. And then not to question any, it just loses all of its validity right there. I had to make those videos of chemtrails because it's so blatant. I mean, it's so blatant. How can you not change your mind when you see something like that? Asterisks and pentagons and X's in the sky for no reason. They're spraying, they're not spraying, they do geoengineering, they don't. Huh? Contrail, chemtrail, what? It's cut and dry. People are just scared that are in the know. A lot of people are just ignorant to it. Some people just can't face the fucking music. I wish I was wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I like admitting when I'm wrong. I get a sense of, I don't know, something. Used to not a long time ago. I used to be so fucking stubborn and bullheaded that it just, I really have changed a lot since making these videos. I've changed. I've been going through changes for a while. We all are, I guess, for the better or worse. But I've been trying to be a better person for a while since I got divorced. Back when I quit drinking about 8 years ago or something. And just, still make mistakes and fuck up and do stupid shit. We all do. Just you gotta learn from it and keep on doing better. Even though I get down, it's easy to get down. People, it's really easy to, and it's all about getting back out of it. You gotta get yourself out of that because it's just no good. Anyway, okay, so there's that and that. Let's see what else stuff I've been seeing. Just watched a video by Jeray Lynn. Just wanted to say you're awesome. You really are. You're cool as shit, and you're a badass chick, and you handle your business, and you learn from your mistakes, and you're a true good person, and that's hard to find. Naked eyes, you are too. I believe the dude Brian is as well. I don't know if that video is playing for you or not now, but it did for me. So thanks for letting me know, though. God, there's so much I want to talk about. I can't really think. I've said just about everything you can say. So I don't know what other videos to make, but you know, every day more shit comes out, and it's just crazy. It's just really crazy. Um. So anyway, I've been listening to a lot of Beatles stuff. Obviously, I've been talking about it. Stumbled across that Paul is Dead conspiracy, and it's really crazy. I've gone back and forth and totally made my mind up, and then went, wait, there's no way it could be going on like this. But then, just like anything else, man, there's so much overwhelming evidence, not just clues, evidence that really makes you go, pull a fucking Arsenio Hall on you. Does it make you go, shit. It's hard to watch any TV anymore for me, and movies. I'm trying to get back into, so me and my girlfriend can, watch stuff. At first, when I started learning the truth and learning about Hollywood, and how it's all Jewish run, Zionist, fucking Mason, fucking illuminated, fucking devil worshiping, pedophile, fucking lying ever since beginning time, fuckheads. Just a particular group who runs the world and orchestrates 9/11, all the other false flags. Do I need to go on and on and on? And all the symbolism and foretelling in movies and shows. Is it whistleblowing? Is it trying to warn? Is it just people in on it like Seth MacFarlane? He's a piece of fucking shit. What a fucking piece of shit. And if people watch these cartoons and shit, man, I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it. But I've been watching movies. I've been trying to, even with music, man. Because we know I've learned almost not all, but the big time to hit it, you got to sell out. And look at all this fucking nasty Illuminati, fucking devil worshiping shit on stage, and Mason initiation and shit with all this hip hop pop, fucking goofball shit that ain't even music. It's all fucking silliness. It's stupid. It's mind control, brainwashing sickness. And all these people, most of them come from Disney when they were little. Y'all know about Disney. Y'all know about the fake fucking NASA space program. How we never went to the fucking moon. All of it's fucking intertwined. And it's disgusting. It's the whole fucking world run by this elite. They call themselves elite. They're not. They're scum. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Soros, what's his fucking name? The Kissingers, all these kind of fucking people, man. The corporate banking elite of the world. And they run almost every fucking country. There's only a few countries that aren't under the thumb. They're always at war with them. War's profit. We're led into war by fake pretenses to get the American people to back the bogus federal government. The military is used. You need to fucking wake the fuck up on that one, military. Cops. Fucking police brutality is out of control. Out of fucking control. Out of control. It's disgusting. People need to be held accountable. But they won't. Because the people who are able to do that are perpetrators themselves. It's like all the commissions, like the Kennedy Commission, what do you call it, the Warren Commission, the 9/11 Commission. How do you think you're going to get a real fucking investigation with a bunch of fraudulent fuckers who are in on it, making bank? You know how much money they made on 9/11? Nobody knows nothing about 9/11. I mean, it's a satanic lie of gigantic proportions, I think, is what to quote old Bart Chabrel about the moon hoax. But on this level too, they've got fucking memorials set up, and it's eerie. And those all the some people did die, but I am pretty. I think I'm pretty sure that most of those so-called dead people are fraudulent, made-up identities. Some police and firefighters did lose their lives because they were doing right. Some people were in on it. Some of them were in on it, but not everybody was in on it. But that was a fucking controlled demo. And there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And them buildings were made for this event by the Rockefellers. Look this shit up, man. They own the whole fucking, they own everything, but they own New York. It's so easy to see, but people are so lazy and ignorant or in denial or have, what's that term I always use? Cognitive dissonance. Fuck that shit. They'd rather look at American Idol and see who their next devil worshipping freak's gonna be on stage. It's gonna taint their fucking kids' minds. Sorry, I'm cleaning up my cat's hair. I gotta shave him soon. He's so fat he can't properly clean himself, groom himself. So sorry. Anyway, fuck. I don't know what I was saying. I'm so sick of all that shit, man. But it gets old. But you got to see what's going on, man. And I do find it interesting. I really do. But you can get really down. But I have come to terms with it a lot because there's nothing I can do about it besides what I've already done, and stay vigilant, and show support to good people, and try and do right. Anyway, back to the Paul thing. Yeah, I was never a Beatles fan, man, at all, and I was an Elvis fan. And see how I got disgusted by him if you look at my videos because I found out he's a pedophile. He was sick, and he was controlled totally. Fucking people are all under mind control, and he was into Satanism and all that shit, man. I mean, I didn't never know none of that. Loved him, my whole life. My mom, everybody. I mean, it does affect you when you find out about this stuff. The music, I love it, but it seems like it ruined it for me. But I'm trying to get out of that because am I just gonna let everything be ruined? I might as well just die then, because I don't want to do that. That's something that Jeray, I'm sorry, was saying. I mean, if it wasn't for my kid, I mean, I don't really care about things, but I would never do that. I would never harm myself. It's stupid. Life is a fucking gift. I know so many people who have committed suicide. It's fucked up, man. I mean, I understand the pain and not wanting to. I don't know. It's not an option. That's fucking horrible. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying, but the Beatles thing, yeah. So I wasn't a big fan. My mom and aunt were, and I actually had a few of their albums, and I'm sick to my stomach. Cause I'm getting back into vinyl. It's something, I can't really ride no more too much. Motorcycles, dirt bikes, even the street bikes are hurting, and it's so fucking scary out on the roads. People are so fucking stupid with I mean, everywhere you go, I'll do a whole video, but there's nothing else you say is nobody pays attention. Everybody's texting. Everybody's fucking idiots. Nobody can drive. It's fucking scary. It's sick. Every time I go riding on the streets, I foresee myself getting hit 3 or 4 times if I wouldn't react or change what I'm doing, or I'd be hit. It's just that simple. It's sickening. It really is. The lack of care out there. I mean, just the lackadaisical, just these zombies, people, idiots are going through life like it's craziness. I mean, everybody is ready to be a victim because everybody's got their heads down with their phones. I mean, is the world gonna end if you don't send a fucking text out? Are you cool? Are you important? I mean, what? I don't understand it, man. I mean, yeah, you got to use them, but you fucking kill somebody in a car because you're fucking texting. That's fucking murder and negligence. It's what do they call that? Whatever, homicide where it ain't met. Can't think of the word right now. Y'all know it. Someone I'm sure will put it up there. I'll think of it in a little bit. Craziness, man. Okay, so I had Sgt. Pepper's and the White Album, and I don't know exactly what press they were. They were originals though, because they were bought back when they were just released. And I had all the pictures and posters in them and everything else, and lost them in a move, and I had other albums too. and some to flooding in an old piece of shit basement in the city. And anyway, so I forgot about all that, and I even fucking left my awesome turntable. I think I had an old awesome Pioneer. And you can just kick yourself in the ass for things you leave over the years, lose in moves, or just in haste. Oh God! But you know what? I decided I'm going to start collecting vinyl because my riding days are about history, and I got to get something. I got to do something else besides truth. That's just the way of life now. I need a hobby. uh, I used to hunt and fish a lot, but I like taking it easy. Hunting and fish is fun, but it's a lot of work getting there, doing it. I don't really enjoy killing things anymore, to be honest with you. Not at all. Anyway, this whole Beatles thing really got me, and I went out and bought a bunch of CDs and see this could be a whole. It was saying that this whole thing could just be in a hoax to sell more records for the movie or for the record companies, and the record companies, who they're controlled by. You know, big money, big influence over people, the music industry and the movie industry. As we know, the entertainment, Hollywood and the government have been together forever. And green screens. Anyway, so the story goes. See, I've just looked at everything you can look at. I got enthralled in it. It just consumed me, and I watched, I don't know, probably 100 hours of Beatles shit and just craziness. And then I started buying the CDs and looking at the clues and doing all that stuff. But story goes, in '66, Paul McCartney, or was it Paul James McCartney, got supposedly into an altercation with John Lennon over at the studio over songs, or maybe the direction the band's going, or maybe a decision that was coming up. Supposedly left real early in the morning, or late in the whatever, like 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning, and may have had a couple drinks and picked some chick up. Her name's supposedly Rita, I think, and she got all over him saying, "Oh my gosh, Paul McCartney wrecked." I didn't see the light change. Didn't see the light had changed. He lost his head inside the car. Da, 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 da. Okay, so the stories that are coming out, he supposedly wrecked and crashed and died and like fucking cut his head off and gashed his head all up or fucked him all up and died. Girl didn't, supposedly. And he was in his Aston Martin convertible, hit a car, went under a truck, old delivery truck. So-called. So-called. The Beatles just before that got signed to a huge deal, the biggest thing ever, because it's all controlled. They saw what the power they were going to have with these fucking guys, the charisma and the talent they had, and the influence they already had. Everywhere they went, people were going nuts over them. I mean, going fucking insane. It's just insane that somebody would go that crazy over somebody. Yeah, they're great, they're cool, but no, fall ain't. But it's insane. And the funny thing is, you wonder how any of this could have been pulled off, because nobody was paying attention in their concerts to what the real fucking Paul looked like, because they're all. I mean, John Lennon would sing different words on purpose and act like he was retarded and shit on stage. Nobody even fucking knew. He got so sick of touring because nobody appreciated him, I think. Anyway, that goes into whatever. I'm gonna start doing some Beatles things, just talking about it and showing some evidence maybe and some things. There's so much to tell. If you've not looked into it, it's addicting. It's turned me into a Beatles fan, and now wanting to be a vinyl collector. Wow. But anyway, the story goes, he died, and powers to be, whatever, their KGB over there, their fucking Intel K, fucking I1IA or whatever the fuck, the fucking Queen's Magistrate or whatever, fucking told them, hey, we're covering this up. We're putting a replacement in here. You guys aren't touring no more. We're gonna get this shit worked out, and we're gonna keep this quiet and just cover it up. Pay off who has to be paid off, and y'all are gonna shut up and keep doing your job and act like this new guy we're bringing in is Paul, but it wasn't. It's, you know, it's made light of, and there's so much misinfo and disinfo, and a lot of it has been put out, I think, by Paul McCartney, this one you know as Paul McCartney, Sir Paul. Sir fucking joke. He looks like a fucking woman. He's a weirdo, man. He's so feminine. He's fucked up. I don't know. Strange. Because the old Paul McCartney, pre 66, didn't, he was, he didn't act like this. This guy who is referred to as Fall McCartney or False Paul, he asked some of his traits, but you can act like somebody. I remember just being around certain people that you think are cool or something, or you want to emulate. You can do it, and if you do it enough, you will start acting like that. You will bring their own traits into yours. So it's not hard to do that. Also, plastic surgery is really good, and it's been around for a long time. And we, remember, don't get all the high technology and things that are available at the time. There was also supposedly a, this is going to be a long video. There was also supposedly a talent or a lookalike contest for Paul that the winner might supposedly disappeared and blah blah blah. So that's how they got their guy. Supposedly his name was William Shears Campbell. Billy Shears. A lot of people have been calling Paul Billy. One video, I can't find it anymore. It's at that ranch. Oh shit, I can't remember right now. I got all my shit written down. You know what it is. When Paul and Ringo and George, they went and visited George's place, and they were doing that reunion thing, and they had ukuleles out in the garden, and they were playing some goofy. It just was kind of goofy, but it was kind of cool. Old Kentucky something or something like that, and I watched hundreds of videos. Sorry, my eyes. Probably some fucking nanofibers. Anyway, when Fall walked in the door, and there's other videos of George calling him Fall, but they could be altered. See, there's misinfo, disinfo. There's so much stuff out there to discredit. You can't. You got to really decipher. See, I want to believe he's saying Fall, but you can't. I can't say that that's legit. I don't know, but because I have seen it both ways. You don't know which way it's spliced, but I have seen other things where I'm pretty sure that it was what he was saying was Fall, not Paul. But this guy, this guy that we know as Paul McCartney now, I try to call him Fall because that's who he is, I believe. He walks in the door, this is years and years later, a reunion, and George looked kind of sick. But he says, "Hey, Billy." He goes, "Hey, George, how you doing?" He goes, "Hey, Billy, how you doing?" And I can't find that video clip no more. It's gone. It's gone. Gone. I find everything to where, though, right after that scene, you can find it, but that scene is gone. And I talked to somebody else on here. You ought to check him out. Stackpot, what's up, dude, man? You do some great work, and you're a good dude, man. And keep it up, man. I really enjoy your videos, man. I appreciate your friendship. But I can't find that no more. But that's just insane. Okay. And then Dana Carvey talking about him. I mean, he could be on a TC Saturday Night Live. They're all in. Everybody's in on this shit in that. You got to remember this. It's like a joke. Back in the day, I think it was more serious because there was, people died. I think John Lennon probably died because he was in Spill the Beans. Already kind of did in the Playboy interview. And then a couple weeks later, he's dead, or a month or two, whatever. And it's all weird circumstances, just like everything else. And all these clues and stuff and everything is funny and all, but there's merit to him. And then you got Charles Manson in the mix with the Wilson brother from the Beach Boys, and then the Tate murder and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just heard there's something floating around. I don't know. It's crazy. Because that's a whole other thing, man. I don't think Manson is what he's made to be. He could be another manipulated person like Arredondo, who's gonna be, just told you're gonna lie for us or you're fucking done. And not everything's real, but not everything's fake. But I think the Tate murder was real, but I don't think it went down the way it did. I don't think Charles Manson ordered it. And then he had the whole Beatles Helter Skelter thing where Paul Fall met him, and you gotta realize Charles Manson was an artist up and coming. It's insane. I mean, I'm turning over so many stones. It's crazy. It just takes me into another hole, another rabbit hole. It's got its own thing. It's 50 years ago, and why would somebody still be acting this Paul McCartney acting so weird and strange and goofy about it? You look at that Letterman interview about him still being the guy acting like him. It's creepy. I've always thought Paul McCartney was creepy because I never knew nothing, watched anything of him pre. The guy who plays him now, and from what I'm finding out, there's a lot of doubles in throughout time. Be it a star of movie or rock or a leader. Look at Saddam Hussein, Arafat, and Gaddafi. There's so many. The person they hung as Saddam Hussein, that wasn't him. And there wasn't Osama bin Laden. His name was Tim Osman, a CIA operative. That was your boogeyman. And his son, they're all in on it. And he's one part of the fucking ISIS. And then you got, can they make any more silly names up for these people? Baghdadi and everything. ISIS is look at the background, what ISIS comes from. So all kinds of things. Anyway, you see, I'm all over the place. So anyway, supposedly, Beatles manager said, "Well, we ain't fucking touring no more, huh? You got the hottest act in the world, and you're just done touring. You're just done touring. Even if guys like John Lennon don't want to tour, you're touring because you're making money. They're just done. Why? After '66, they were done in '66." And then you didn't hear from Paul McCartney at all for a while. He disappeared. And then, oh, there he is. He's over in Scotland or wherever. And, and then this was later for me. The Linda Eastman McCartney connection. And then all the other women in his life. And she's cousins with Rockefellers. Part of the Eastman, Saks, fucking Fifth Avenue or some shit. She had access to all the stars, all these stars who died young, weird deaths in these fucking, in that young group age. And what's the number? 26 or I can't remember. She had photo ops with him shortly before, like Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. She's one of them. And I think she said, "Hey, Fall, I know who you are. You're marrying me, and we're doing this the way I want it." That's just what I think. But I still like the Beatles' music. There is differences from before and then this guy. This guy is talented, yeah, but he's got a whiny voice, and he screams a lot. And there's a lot of weird things where he can't remember the words to the songs he didn't write because he didn't write them. He's acting like he wrote them. And how about Sgt. Pepper's? They tell you after you got these regular fucking kind of albums come out, and all of a sudden, bam, Sgt. Pepper. Wow, that's crazy. All fucking symbolism of Satanism, skull and bones, Illuminati, Masonry. It's sick. It's disturbing. But then there's clues about how they couldn't. Their dear friend's dead, and they're made to do this, so they're feeling bad. They're getting older. Their minds are changing, and they're not liking this guy who's saying he's Paul because he's come in and he thinks he's running the show. And I don't think he had a choice in a lot of, these clues or what they said. You got the backwards, the masking clues, but you also have other stuff, and then you have just the words alone, and then they go on their own. Oh, and this all happened real in a quick, short span too, of him coming in and then cutting all these albums, and then him going on his way, and then separating. And then when they did separate, there was still talk of all this stuff going on in the words and the songs. Excuse me, my allergies really bad. The words in the songs, um, it's just you think that it's about something else until now, and now it all makes sense. The Fool on the Hill, it's him because he's still on the hill that he died right there at. I mean, all of these songs come together over me. You know, I mean, everything's over Paul. It's over Paul because Paul. I buried Paul. I mean, all these things. The funeral setting there, and then they were supposedly warned, you better not do this shit anymore. And they put out the White Album. Nothing on it, including the songs still, but no pictures really on the album covers that would say, hey, this is what happened to our dear friend Paul. I don't know for sure. Then you got the pictures themselves. I've been doing some real research on the way people look from different sides because nobody's head's equal. Look, I got one ear higher than the other further back. Nobody's head, everybody wants to be perfect, but you got one nose hole different than the other. Nobody's equal. Nothing's perfect in this world. Anyway, people, I've learned that. You got to accept that. But, you know, everybody's different. And ears and things. But you can put, why did he go through a whole period for years and years and years wearing false ears, prosthetics? Why do that? Just for fun? Yeah, I mean, somebody doesn't go through this years and years and years, 50 years of hygiene, putting up with or acting like this is all just silly and a coincidence and you know, a little fun, unless it's really real. You can't. It's insane, really. It's crazy. It's addicting, and it's pretty pretty neat actually. It pisses me off. I mean, what does it matter? Nothing, but it does because it's government control. It's, you know, Illuminati control. It's manipulation and everything and experiment. We're under constant experiments on the public to see how we deal with stuff, and then you can sway opinions with somebody so popular. And it's that, you know, there's so much misinfo and disinfo though. It's so much. And from what I understand, Paul this fall, he gone around fucking spending millions and millions and millions and millions of money collecting all of his evidence up and covering trails and putting out disinfo campaigns. He may have even fucking tried to kill George Harrison with that intruder. Who knows? I mean, it all could be bunk. It could just be. It could be. It could be really be him, and that's just the way it is. And they made fucking billions of dollars in records because of. They got more fans because of this, and people had to go out and buy a couple albums each because backmasking. When you do that, you can ruin your albums, or pretty much you do if you do it enough. So anyway, it's very interesting. But when you look at pictures, I know people change as you age, but they're in an age where their ears ain't gonna change. Okay, my ears haven't changed, and still, I mean, I know when you get older, like I'm 42, you get older, they can get, you know, droopier, and you can't all of a sudden see. I've got attached globes, ear globes. Well, everybody calls it a lobe, it's a globe. They're attached. I got little ears, and all of a sudden you just don't have a detached globe. That don't happen. All of a sudden you don't have an ear that goes out and it's in. Just don't happen. It don't change unless you're in a horrible accident, or you got fake stuff on, or you've had a surgery. And then other things too. I mean, the eyes are similar. Things can be similar. He looked. There was also a period where they were like superimposing old Paul with new Paul, and there was a mixture Paul, and there's supposedly other people that were doubles taking pictures for all of them at certain points. But I don't know. You know, they try and throw in there was another George, there was another John, blah blah blah. I just don't see that. But I do see it with this guy because you have two total I know is different age, and there's drugs involved, and blah 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 blah. But in 1 year's time, you don't have that fucking transformation from a guy. And then when he come out and accepted an award, Oh my God, it was insane. Look at John Wayne was giving the award, and it looked like Paul and Fall and his woman at the time was it Asher. Or, see, that whole thing got called. She had to go along with it, but then boom, that was done. And then he got with the other one like that, Eastman. I mean, it was crazy. I think they told Asher, you got to go along with this for a bit, play this out. But he comes up there and like nobody knew who he was. It was insane. It was weird. Watch it. He comes up in like in a Hawaiian shirt, whisks his thing away, says some weird shit, and goes. Looked like he was. I don't. That wasn't Paul McCartney that we know. Anyway, look it all up, guys. I am not putting links up. It's too much trouble for me. Just search it, man, and search it. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. Paul is dead, and just start looking and going from there, and you'll find it all. A lot of it's bunk, but a lot of it there's some good info out there, and it's great music actually. It's fucking unbelievably great music actually. And I'm starting to get into the whole mono stereo thing. I've always been a stereo aficionado or whatever, and I'm gonna get back in it, man. Uh, so anyway, there's a lot more, but this video is really long. If you stick with me, awesome. If not, I totally understand. And these are just my opinions, my views, and that's it. So if you don't like them, that's fine. Nobody says anybody's got to agree with everybody. It's just what I gather from everything I look at, and I do look at it with an open mind, and I critically think, and I can set myself aside and you know think without um, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, equally. Like with this Beatles thing, 'cause I wasn't a fan, so it didn't make me, you know, one way or the other. Because a lot of people who are huge fans and then hear about this shit go, "Fuck no, you fucking idiot! That's stupid, fucking crazy, fucking paranoid, conspiracy fucking theory." Because they don't even have an open mind to look. Anyway, hope you all have a good day. I don't know if I'll be doing another one soon or not. You never know. Uh, but I ain't going away. Peace.